Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from the Shibby Studios in Kennesaw, Georgia. And today is Monday, February 8th. Yes. And we are 39 days in to the 2021 edition of the Game of Life. And I know that you're playing it with me. I hope that you're playing it well because there is playing that's not good and then there's playing that's good. So I want you to be playing well and using all of your resources and your tools that you can. So when you hop on here this morning, please tell me good morning, where you're watching from, and what type of Shibboleth day you are going to have today. So I'm going to have an intermittent fasting day. I have 6 days left in the 21-day challenge, and then I will be having a holiday. So there is a spot on my glasses that is bothering me. I'm looking at that, and all I can see is the little spot on my glasses. So I need to clean those off. Good morning, Kathy from Michigan. Intermittent fasting day. Awesome. Good morning, Ron from Lilburn. Having a perfect day. Rhonda. Okay, Rhonda, back to IMF days. Okay, so Rhonda, y'all, Rhonda is here. Rhonda, woo, woo. Rhonda has lost 100 pounds, y'all. Give her some hearts. Way to go, Rhonda. I have been having that on my desk in celebration, waiting for you to hit the 100 and be on here at the same time so I could celebrate you. That is awesome. So congratulations, Rhonda, on your 100 pounds. I hope you had fun in Disney. And now she's back to intermittent perfect fasting days in Center, Alabama. Way to go, Rhonda. And Michelle from intermittent fasting from Carrollton, Georgia, having an intermittent fasting day. Good morning, Charlene from Michigan, and Polly in Dalton having a perfect day. Cheryl Davis having a Tiger 16 day in Clarksville, Georgia. Ann Watkins Ball Ground, perfect day today. Good morning, Diane. She'll have a perfect and awesome day. She's right here in Kennesaw. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning. You're welcome, Rhonda. Hey, Ruth from Tennessee, starting over today. We're glad you're here with us. Hey, Kay, good morning. Good morning, Amy from Ohio, having an intermittent fasting day. Yes, yes, Michelle. Way to go, Rhonda. That is awesome and exciting. Okay, so I went to the Shibby shop on Saturday to teach class like I normally do. Good morning, Alyssa. Good morning. And there was this package there that said for Kim Danke. It said for Kim Danke on it. So I was like, okay, what's this? So I opened it up and there's this devotional in it. It says made to crave devotional. 60 days to craving God, not food. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is awesome. But I knew that this devotion book had come from Nicole Redmond. She sent me a devotion that I read a little ways back on the show. And there was a little note inside. It said, happy birthday, Miss Kim. Love and hugs from Maine from Nicole. So isn't that sweet? So Nicole and Bo, I just want to thank y'all so much because Bo ended up calling Shibby Shop Sherry and they figured out let's mail this to the shop and then I'll make sure Kim gets it and everything. So thank you both. Thank you, Nicole and Bo, very, very much. I appreciate this. I'm going to take this little gift note and I'm going to tape it right inside the front of this book and write the date on it so I won't forget that. So I really do appreciate that very much. And I'm going to read from this book. Now, these devotions are just a little bit longer, but hey, they're very, very important. 60 days to craving God, not food. So I think we can do 60 days of a little bit longer devotion. Good morning, Becky from Cairo, Georgia, doing a wow challenge today. Down 1.6 this morning. So not worth eating the chips at the table restaurant yesterday. It is true, Becky. It is true. 1.6 downs is better than those chips. Good job. Hey, Missy from East LJ, down 4.8 pounds this week. That is awesome. That is awesome. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Cheryl. I'm looking forward to reading it. But I do know that one thing, I need to get busy on these devotions and read this now. This first one is called Unsettled. The verse is Hebrews 1:3. The sun is the radiance of God's glory, the exact representation of his being, sustaining all things by his powerful word. After he had provided purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the majesty in heaven. Hebrews 1:3. People sit down after their job is finished, which is great. The year I finally got my eating issues under control, I started with a very simple New Year's prayer. I didn't write a long list of resolutions as I had in previous years. After all, my list from one year to the next could have simply been a photocopy from the year before. It was the same stuff year after year. I started out with great gusto to eat less, move more, make this a healthy lifestyle, and live in victory, yada, yada, yada. But each year, around January 7th, I got invited to a party where plentiful, where treats were plentiful and motivation scarce. My stomach would soon be overstuffed and my resolve worn thin. Year after year. But this year, I just couldn't bring myself to write that list again. So I prayed this simple prayer: unsettle me. These are the words I wrote in my journal. Unsettle me. These are the two words rattling around in my brain today. I almost wish it were more of a glamorous prayer. Surely more eloquent words could be found for what I'm feeling led to pursue during this new year. But these are the words. This is my prayer for 2009. The funny thing is, I've spent my whole existence trying to find a place to settle down, people to settle down with, and a spirit about me worthy of all this settled downness. All of this is good. A contented heart, thankful for its blessings, is a good way to settle. But there are areas of my life that have been unsettled that mock my desires to be a godly woman. Compromise, if you will, attitudes that I've wrapped in the lie. Well, that's just how I am. Who said that? And if that's all the bad that's in me, then I'm doing pretty good. Eek. I dare you, dear soul of mine, to notice the stark evidence of a spirit that is tainted and a heart that must be placed under the microscope of God's word. Yes, indeed, unsettle me, Lord. Unearth that remnant of justification. Shake loose that pull towards compromise. Ooh, that was good. Shake loose that pull towards compromise. Reveal the broken shard of secrecy. Expose the tendency to give up. Unsettle me in the best kind of way. For when I allow your touch to reach the deepest parts of me, dark and dingy and hidden away too long, suddenly a fresh wind of life twists and twirls and dances through my soul. I can delight in hope that this is my year to change. I can discover reasons to appreciate my body and find softer ways for my thoughts to land. I can recognize the beauty of discipline and crave the intimacy with God it unleashes. I can rest assured through the journey, though the journey will be hard, I will be held. Goodbye to my remnants, my justification, shards, and tendencies. This is not who I am, nor who I was created to be. Goodbye to shallow efforts, self focus, and suspicious fears that I'll never find victory in this area of my life. I am an unsettled woman who no longer wishes to take part in distractions or destructions. Welcome deeper love for God and the realization I am made far more than this constant battle. Welcome my unsettled heart. Are you ready to be unsettled in a good way? Maybe you're at the beginning of your journey and feel intimidated by the long road ahead. Or maybe you're you are on the other end of the spectrum and need ongoing encouragement to stay healthy. Whether you're in those places or somewhere in the middle, will you make a renewed commitment right now? Will you ask God to help unsettle you in the midst of where you are? And then dare to keep turning these pages and holding tight to God's transforming truth. In a little prayer. Dear Lord, make me a courageous woman or man, I know there's men listening, who isn't afraid to pray this prayer over and over in the days ahead. In Jesus' name, amen. You know, there's so many good things in that. Did y'all like that? I really like that this morning. What shake loose that pull towards compromise, expose that tendency to give up. I mean, there's so many really great and wonderful things in here. And this is by Lisa Turkhurst. I think that's how you, yeah, looks like it's how you pronounce it. Made to Crave devotional. So I thank Bo and Nicole Redmond from Maine for that. They have been such an encouragement to me to get this book for a little birthday present. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for typing in the verse, Polly. Awesome, Michelle. Good. Yeah, it is funny. I got my big kit on the Sunday, so I was really glad to have that. I hope you like everything that you got, Michelle. Good. I'm glad that you got it. I just cooked up a little storm yesterday in my kitchen. I cooked, and I really found that it was really much easier than I anticipated. So I cooked salmon and okra yesterday. I put some salmon on the top shelf in the air fryer and sprinkled some dry mustard on the top of it. And then I took okra. The day before, I didn't do anything to it. I just put it on there and just let it cook. And actually, I really liked it that way. But I thought, okay, I'm gonna try it with some egg white wash and some Carb Quick, and it was good too. It was good too. I forgot to salt it, and it did need salt. But I don't even know that I need all of that. See, that's really what's great is, egg white wash and Carb Quick's not going to hurt me. But honestly, I don't even really know that I need it. So I may just go back to doing the other. Then my son wanted sausage and biscuits, so I cooked sausage and biscuits in it, which was great. And then later on in the day, I cooked hard-boiled eggs in it. It was amazing. So I had fun with my air fryer. Thank you, Becky. It really was good. About halfway through, I took a tool and I pushed that salmon down a little bit and kind of opened it up and let it flake open a little bit more so that some more heat could cook on the inside and get it thoroughly cooked. But I also took some more dry mustard midway through and sprinkled that on there. So that was really, really good. So before we head off of here, I want to do one more thing. I want to talk about some things that I had learned at church yesterday. So one of the things is we don't have to have all the answers to get started on something. So if you're listening to this and you're brand new in Shibboleth, just start putting together simple meals and putting in the other little daily disciplines that are part of the Shibboleth Shield, okay? So, so Philip, the Apostle Philip, he liked systematic living. And see, I like systematic living, but I didn't know the system for eating. And so I am so thankful to have that system for eating. But don't let not having all the answers hinder you from moving forward in it, okay? Do all the pieces and parts that you know to do and work into those perfect days. So let's see what else I wrote. Oh, about sharing. So he was talking about sharing, and my pastor said the people who are the best at sharing are the ones who have either just met Jesus and the ones who have had a life-changing experience. So it's very similar with Shibboleth, and we want you to share tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m., we're going to have a What is Shibboleth webinar. And, we want all of our members to be there, but there's only 1,000 seats available. And we want our members to invite non-members to that. We want to fill that webinar with non-members. It's going to be me, and Jonathan Montgomery is hopefully going to be able to sing us a song. He's getting over that coughing from the COVID. So hopefully he'll be able to sing us a funny song and a motivational song. Julie Marandino is going to be on there. Hopefully Missy Shibboleth will be on there too, and some other parts of our team. So we're really kind of showing off all of and Jason will be on there too, and all of our leaders, okay? So we're trying to share this with the world. And if you've just started, you're excited and you want people to know. And if you've had a life-changing experience with Shibboleth, like me, like Cheryl Davis, and like Michelle Harper, and like Rhonda, and like Diane, and like all of these people, then you should share too. Make sure that people know. If you go into my private group, The Shibby Show, there is a link in there. You can use that link to send to people, okay? But if you want to just share it out, go to Kennesaw Shibboleth because it's a public group and you can just share from there. Okay. Anything that's public, you can just share, but it's in that group. Um, and then he said for us to live in a miracle mindset rather than a material mindset, meaning I don't have enough materials to make this happen. But if I live in a miracle mindset, then I do have enough materials to make this happen. That was just random. And then he said, trust and rely on the answers that you have, that you currently have. Trust and rely on the answers that you currently have, and the rest will start to make sense. So it might take you 2, 3, 4, a full month, weeks of listening to the fast track. It might take you that long, okay? And that's okay. Let's just start putting all of the pieces and parts together to have that life-changing experience with Shibboleth, okay? And what we want to say, just like Lisa did in that devotion today, Lord, here's my yes. She wanted to be unsettled. And sometimes when we say yes to the Lord, it is unsettling and it can unsettle what we do. So here's my yes, Lord. Here's my yes. And then let's say this little prayer. Forgive me, Lord, for thinking I know best and set me free. Forgive me for thinking I know best and set me free. One of the very first things Travis Martin said when I started listening to him back in April of 2019 was, forget everything you thought about nutrition. I mean, and I had to do it because I was a person who had studied a lot of information about things, but none of them had ever helped me lose any weight. So that last little bit that I just read, forgive me for thinking I know best and set me free. You know, there's some of you that will listen to this today who have a sense of a pride that we kind of need to let go of, that you know best and that you don't really have to do all the parts of the shield to be successful, and that's a pride thing, and we need to like let that go. We need to let that go. Say yes to the Lord. Ask him to unsettle you and ask him to set you free. Do you know how much freer I feel now? I was talking on my class last night and Danny Kelly came on there and he said, you know, what if you don't really like fruits and vegetables? I'm like, you know what, Danny? I actually don't either. This whole lifestyle freed me up from having to think I had to eat those things in order to get great results. I just used anything and everything that was in that category that I needed. And I got 50-pound result when before I would have been pigeonholing myself down, eating things I didn't really like, but I wasn't getting the results I wanted. So now, has living the Shibboleth lifestyle in the way that worked for me worked? Yes, it worked. Okay. Now that I've continued living the lifestyle, have my horizons broadened? Have I tried new things based on the pictures that y'all post and the things that we talk about? Oh, yeah. Do I like butternut squash now? I definitely do. Would I have eaten okra before the past 2 days that was not deep fried? Because let me tell you, I never have. Would I have eaten that? Because I used to save okra to a holiday, but I wanted to try it in my new air fryer. So that's one of the reasons I joined Pampered Chef too, was because I wanted to broaden my horizons. And it already has. I had so much fun. So just let this say yes fully to the lifestyle of Shibboleth and have and enjoy this systematic way of living and let it benefit you. Hi, good morning. Oh, I love that. Becky typed that in. Good morning, Polly. Let go and let God. That's right. And hey, Pam Kirkland. Good morning, Shibby Shop Sherry and Wayne and Vicky Montgomery. I see y'all on here. Polly said, I had a moment of mental weakness yesterday and ended up with a holiday. I had to change my journal. Grr! I know that, Polly. I know. Thank you for sharing, Diane. Thank you. Appreciate that. Polly, you're going to forgive yourself and move on today, right? You are, you are. I know you are. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning. Okay, we're going to hop off of here, but go directly to your journal, mark your journal, declare your day. Go ahead and do that this morning to get the right mindset in there. Good morning, Jonathan. IMF Day for Jonathan. Glad you're here with us today. And Michelle Harper, Jennifer Babb Bryant, I'm so happy to see you watching. Let's do this together. Sign up for tomorrow night's 9 p.m. Zoom class. Yes. Yes. So go to the KennesawShibboleth.com. The link will be in there. Okay. And you can share that out as well, which is Fabulous. We want to get as many. Yes, members can join. I don't want to discourage you from joining because we know we all love the motivation that we get and we love it, okay? But this is really meant to help grow the ministry of Shibboleth. So y'all invite your friends. Then what you do is when you get on there, you say hello to your friends, okay? You make it interactive. All right, and then the last thing today is if you are watching on replay, please type in hashtag Shibboleth for his glory. Bye, everybody.